Warriors fans, it's reportedly official. Our 7-foot big man is signed. Yes, Quinton Post, the talk of the town since he got drafted in this year's draft, second round pick, is signed to the Warriors. The 7-footer, the tallest man on the team, is a Warrior. We had to lose our Summer League man, DeQuan Plowden, to make that happen. So if you've been following us, you know what this means. He was signed as a two-way player. You see him right there at the bottom of your screen. Two-way player, DeQuan Plowden. What was it before? You see right there, DeQuan Plowden was in that spot below Pat Spencer, Reese Beekman. Blake Hinson, Jackson Rowe, Donta Scott were in there at the training camp. Scott was let go. Post is in. So we still have 2 spots left open on this roster. But Quinton Post is officially, reportedly, a Golden State Warrior. Are we happy he's a two-way player? Should he be on the main roster? What are we saying all around the Warriors organization about this? All this and more is coming up on Warriors Digest right now with Randy Silver. If you want all the latest Warriors news, rumors, trades, signings, everything in between, training camp is less than 7 days away. We're putting daily videos out. Today we got 2 videos coming out because it's that important. Warriors news for you. Let's get it. The Warriors, per Anthony Slater, are signing Quinten Post, our 52nd pick, to a 2-way contract. Training camp starting next week in Hawaii. He's a stretch center. Again, 7 foot, can shoot outside. We haven't had a player like this since Kevin Durant. To make room for Quinton Post, they're waiving DeQuan Plowden, which, fans, this hurts. This hurts. Plowden was one of the best players in Summer League, not just in the Warriors, across all the NBA. He earned that 2-way contract, but there just wasn't a lot of space. There just wasn't a lot of space. So now the problem is, what do you do with Plowden? He's not there anymore. So the goal would be to bring him on a training camp contract and compete. Maybe he'll beat out Beekman or Spencer. Pat Spencer, backup point guard. Beyond Steph Curry and Brandin Podziemski, we really don't have a true point guard, a pure point guard. That's him. Had a great summer. 2-way player last year. Reese Beekman, undrafted point guard out of Virginia. A defensive player of the year in the ACC. 2-time all-ACC defensive team. Better scorer than you would expect for an all-defensive type of guy. But can you trust him with this offense if Steph and or Brandon get hurt? Probably not. So you need Spencer there as your backup, or you have to go get somebody else with more proven space. So that's kind of where Beekman's developmental, Spencer's developmental. And if you think Beekman is a future point guard because of what he can do in defense, you don't cut him and let him go potentially, undrafted still. Excuse me. So DeQuan Plowden kind of became the odd man out. Now, he will have a lot of people probably coming for him. Hopefully he falls through the cracks. And that means he becomes a Golden State Warrior training camp. And he could go down and be in the G League team, or he earns his way onto the main roster. A tweet, an X from Michael Scotto. The Golden State Warriors, again, have agreed to a 2-way deal with Quinton Post, per Hoops Hype. And again, Anthony Slater confirmed it. Out of Boston College, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 1.7 blocks, and shot 43% from 3 as a 7-footer. The Warriors, reportedly, inside the organization, exciting developmental guy is the quote. He has impressed the team ahead of training camp. We did not see him a lot during the summer. He had a lower leg injury. He played basically maybe the last game, second to last game. Wasn't playing a lot of minutes. But you saw flashes. Because he was drafted by the Warriors, his rights to go to a different team was never in question. He was allowed to be with us. We owned his rights. It was a matter of would he be on the main roster or a 2-way player or an Exhibit 10 contract, basically a G League. A lot of the comments were talking about he needs to be on the main roster. I'm going to make myself big for this. He needs to be on the main roster. We don't have a player like that who's 7 foot. You got Trayce Jackson-Davis and Looney. Both around 6'9", 6'10", 6'8", that type of range. Not these big centers. Post is the tallest guy on the team. We don't have a center who can shoot threes. Looney, layups. Trayce Jackson-Davis, layups and dunks. Looney, dunks as well. No mid-range really between either, something they're improving on. They said this summer they want to get better at. Quinten Post comes in and instantly helps out this offense. So stretch five. What does Steve Kerr love? He loves big men who can shoot. Post can come up the floor and transition. It helps Steph Curry on the pick and roll. It helps Brandin Podziemski in the pick and roll. It'll open up more lanes for Kuminga, for Moody, for Wiggins, for Draymond. Imagine them doing a 1-2. Draymond is a point forward and doing a pick by Post. And if no one's tall in the paint because they're on Draymond and Quinton, matchup nightmares. So that's why you thought, hey, he could be on the main roster. But no, he'll be on a two-way, meaning he can play about 80% of the games. I think it's like 55-ish games, a little bit less than 80% actually. I think it's around 55 games you can do on the main roster before you can't play any more games. So he will get a lot of light, a lot of run. Hopefully he gets a run, but he'll be up there. You'll see him on the bench. Personally, myself, I think it's probably a good move two-way. Santos had a good summer with Brazil. Let's pop this up really quickly. Santos had a great summer with Brazil. Trayce Jackson-Davis last year as a rookie did very well. Waters was traded, a three-point specialist, different position. Podziemski, different position. First team all-rookie last year. Moody, prove-it year. He's going into a restricted free agency. He's a wing player. Same with Kuminga. Could he be an all-star this year? I think so. Looney, you're not going to cut him after just bringing him in. They exercised this option to pay him the full $8 million. They could have cut him, saved $3 million. He gets paid out $5 million. Anderson's a wing player. Hield's a wing player, shooting guard. Payton, point guard, shooting guard type of position. Melton, same there. Green is your power forward. Wiggins, wing. And Steph Curry is him. MVP. So really, you weren't going to potentially cut Trayce Jackson-Davis. It came down to Santos, and they want to keep Santos. But who knows? Training camp goes. Maybe he earns his way from a two-way contract to a main contract. Monte Poole, Warriors reporter. Again, DeQuan Plowden was let go. He showed well for the Warriors in the Summer League. They would like him to stick around with us, per his agent, Drew Kelso. However, it's likely Plowden will receive camp offers elsewhere. And I agree with that. He did really well in Summer League. There's going to be a team who probably will be interested in signing him, but I hope we keep him. What makes Plowden so great? Plowden's profile as an athletic 3-and-D wing is unique, but Warriors have a lot of 3-and-D wings. Again, if you look at the 3-and-D wings we have, you got Kuminga to a degree, Moody to a degree, Anderson to a degree, Wiggins. So it's a tough place for Plowden to earn playing time. He will have an opportunity to get back in the two-way picture. But again, Blake Hinson on the Exhibit 10 contract, sharpshooter we just got from the Lakers, and then Pat Spencer at point guard, ball handler, can shoot, play good defense. It'll be tough for Plowden to win. So if you're going to let somebody go, I was saying it would have to be either Plowden. I didn't think Beekman because they play different positions, and you want that point guard in the wings, or Santos. And it turned out to be the two-way player, Plowden. Quinten Post, again, our only draft pick this year. 7-foot center, can stretch the floor, paint, rim, protection. Tallest player on the roster with Looney and Jackson being around 6'9". So Quinten Post instantly becomes a key player for this team. It looks like he bulked up a little bit since the NBA draft too. So this is a big get for the Warriors and Warriors fans. If you've been following Warriors Digest, this has been the talk of the town, what we've been talking about on this channel. Where is Quinten Post going to fit? And now we know he's going to be a two-way player. Do you think this is good? Do you think this is bad? I need you to comment your thoughts, folks. I want to hear this. This has been everything I've been seeing. Training camp is 6 days away, and the roster picture is getting clearer. Quinten Post, the Warriors' draft pick in the second round of this past NBA draft, 2024, is officially a Golden State Warrior. Welcome to the team, Quinten Post. We are so happy to officially have you. Warriors Digest says, great call. DeQuan Plowden, we're sorry to lose you. Hopefully we can get you back in a training camp way. I think you have a bright future, but Quinten Post is somebody this team can build around in the future. It's a great call to get him signed. Comment your thoughts and, of course, subscribe so you don't miss any Warriors news daily. Bye.